So please,
okay,
let's
in this
pay
module,
very
we're
close
going to be talking
attention.
about the law of compressed activity. Now, after 20 years of being involved in network marketing, and as I record this, building organizations of now over 700,000 people around the world, this is an irrefutable network marketing law that I think I invented. I don't ever remember hearing anyone talking about the law of compressed activity. And it is something that I really want you to get. It's something I really want you to understand. And the law of compressed activity says that the effort that you put in a short amount of time, in a compressed amount of time, is going to pay you way, 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 way more money than the same amount of effort put in over an extended period of time. And so we could talk about this being, and going out and enrolling 30 people. If you enroll 30 people within a 90-day time frame, that is going to earn you significantly more money long-term than enrolling 30 people over the course of a year. Now, why is that the case? That is the case because this business, it's all about the speed of the group is determined by the speed of the leader. Now, what happens is you end up setting the bar at whatever you're personally producing at. So if you've gone out and you've enrolled 30 people in 90 days, then guess what? Your team, you've set the bar at 30 in 90 days. And so what your team is likely to do is to see, all right, well, it's possible to go do that. And they end up doing a little bit less. Now, within my current organization, several 100,000 people, I looked at my sponsorship report a while back, and what was interesting is that in my entire organization, there was only one other person or one other distributorship that had personally enrolled more than me, and it was a partnership with 3 people. And that was the only one. Now, out of hundreds of thousands of people, listen, it's not that I know the most people. It's not that I'm the best or anything like that. But what happens is you set the bar. So if you've gone out and enrolled 50 people, then your team is going to enroll 50 people. And so that's part of the law of compressed activity. It's what you do quickly. What that does is it fuels the belief, it fuels the motivation, it shows people what's possible. Versus if you put in 30 over the course of a year, that's, a few a month. There's nothing wrong with that. If you do that consistently over time, if you enrolled 30 people a year, year after year, I believe you're going to end up making it really big long term. You're just not going to get there as fast, and you're probably not going to end up building as big of an organization long term as if you put in those 30 people within a 90-day time frame or within a month. Now, that is just the nature of the beast. And so the law of compressed activity, I want you to keep that in mind. And this is another thing that we've seen to be true. Now, there is some magic in 30, and in the next module, I'm going to cover the magic of 30, but when I have seen the best results over the years, it's when I've sponsored in coveys. I've either put in, 20, 30 people pretty fast within a 1 to 3 month time frame, and that creates so much chaos, it creates so much activity, then it just builds really fast. So I've either done that, or what also works is if you sponsor in coveys. And so that's sponsoring 6 people in a 2-week time frame, sponsoring 4, 5, 6, 7 people real quick. And when you put in a bunch of people in a short amount of time, here's part of the reason why I believe it works. And I can philosophize all day with you. I'm telling you this not because of philosophy. I don't train and I don't tell you to go do things because of philosophy. I tell you based on 20 years of experience. And then I try and give you the philosophy of the psychology to back it up, because that is psychology and human nature. It's something I've studied. Probably the only thing I've studied as much as network marketing is how the human mind works, psychology and all that. And what happens is when you sponsor in coveys, you put in 6, 7 people real fast, then it creates, number one, they see you put in a lot of people real quick, so they believe it's possible to put in several people real quick. But it also creates a bit of competition between, those 6 people. And, you can kind of introduce them to each other. They're just getting started at the same time, and they see, one of the 6 goes out and enrolls 3 people in a week. And, you're telling the other, you're kind of showing the other 5 or so that, hey, this person went out and did 3. And that competition, kind of kicks in. and it spurs them to go out and do more than they would otherwise. And see, if you're enrolling, 1, 2 a month, and that's all they see, they don't really see that it's possible. And mark my words, momentum in network marketing is all about belief. We're going to cover that even more in the next week's modules, but momentum is created through belief, and you give your people belief based on what you do. And if they don't see you producing, they don't produce. That's the bottom line. And there's a question that I think I've covered throughout Millionaire School, and I'll reiterate it again here, but you have got to, on a monthly basis, you have got to look at what you have done personally. And if you, at the end of the month, and you look back, and if you have not personally enrolled enough people, or if a better way to put it would probably be this, you got to look at your group and say, what I did in the last month, would I want everyone in my organization doing what I did last month? Would you want everyone in your organization personally producing at the level that you did last month? And if the answer is no, you obviously have got to start personally producing. And it's one of the reasons why now, even though I've got, at the time I'm recording this, over 250,000 active members on my team paying their monthly dues for our product, even though I have an organization that big, it's growing with or without me. At this point, I could go into retirement. This month, it's the 9th of the month, I've already personally sponsored 2 people. Now, why am I continually sponsoring new people? I'm doing it because I never want to get into management mode. I don't want to, just go off into the sunset, because guess what? My other leaders do. They go off into the sunset. And so, if I've got other $1 million a year earners on my team, I don't want them retiring because what happens is if I retire, the other $1 million a year earners on my team retire. If they retire, guess what happens? The people making several $100,000 a year, they retire too. And guess what happens? The people making 100,000 retire. The people making 50,000 retire, and everyone gets complacent. And so you have got to be continually personally producing. And here's what a mentor of mine told me early on, and I just took this to be true. I believed in everything that he trained me, and he said, you have got to keep personally producing until you're at an income that you just want to retire at. Now, personally, I want to make more than I'm doing right now. I just feel like, I want a private jet. If other people deserve to have private jets, you know what? Why not me? And I think that has to be your attitude. If someone else is making $1 million a year, you deserve it too. Someone else deserves to fly first class, so do you. Someone else deserves to stay in penthouse suites, so do you. If someone else is sending their kids to the best schools money can buy, so do you. If other people get to live a life with no limits, so do you.
All right. So now I want us to really discuss about this, the law of compressed activity, because many a times we think that all these our small activities. Sorry, I left to just go eat myself. Okay. We think that all these our small activities, that is actually what it takes for us to become very successful. Yes, listen. There is a place for the law of the process, the law of consistency. There's a place for that. Okay, there is this saying that successful people do daily what the unsuccessful do occasionally. Okay, there's a place for that, but I think that people have truly abused this. They've abused it. Yes, I can tell you for sure, they have truly abused it. And they now say, you know what, it is better I just be taking one step at a time, small, and they keep doing that for a very long time. And let me be learning it in small. Prospecting, inviting, and presentation, closing. Something that can take you, if you put your heart to it, 2 weeks, you can get it, as in you can become good at a certain point. Let me give you a perfect example. I have my PA here. Just listen. Bros, when you started working with me, how many weeks did it take you to start doing presentation? No. I want to know that. How many days did it take you to start doing presentation? I'm asking him. Please, that's him here. He's my PA. Okay, just listen. He's my PA. Okay, all right. Working with me here at the office. I want him to tell us how many days. Okay, if it took weeks or months, it took him to start doing presentation. Alliance Emotion Global, our business, and started training people. Something he has never done before. How many days or weeks did it take him? Wow. Did you hear that? He said 1 week. Some of you, this thing we are doing. This thing we are doing. If it is your current job, you will not be putting this kind of effort. I know what I'm saying. If it is your job, you will not put in this kind of this level of activity and effort you are putting in now. You will not put it. Ask yourself, in your current job, the way you are doing this business, if you do it, if you carry your current job, the way you carry about with your business, would you be retained or would you be fired? Will you be appreciated or will you always be cautioned? How many of you understand what I'm saying? The reason why entrepreneurs don't succeed is because they don't have a job in their entrepreneurship ventures. And it applies in everything. You see someone that starts a business, you will start eating from the business that is not making profit. He's already eating from it. You don't know, as the business owner, you are the last person to be paid. You don't know. You're supposed to be paying yourself salary from your own business, because the business is a separate entity on its own. It's a separate entity. In fact, in the legal profession, a business or rather a company can be sued, or a company can sue or can be sued. It's seen as a legal entity, like a virtual human being. In fact, it has to take some legal processes for a company management to be unveiled. I have some cases where they will come and say, hey, the director, come and call the director, the CEO. My lawyer will go and represent me. There are some legal processes that have to take place before the owner of the company appears. You can't just come and arrest me because of what Cisco Computers did. You cannot. I'm telling you. I'm getting paid. I'm going out immediately. I'm telling you. Because Cisco Computers is different from Mr. Noso. You will go through the legal processes for a company, we call it unveiling, for a company management to be unveiled. You don't just come and unveil the C. That's why no matter what Dangote does, there's nothing you are doing, Dangote group does. There's nothing that will make Dangote to be, I'm telling you, except if he is directly involved in it, okay, and where he can be sued directly as a person. There's a difference between suing Dangote and suing Dangote Group. They are two different things. Why? Because a business is an entity on its own. It's like a living organism. You nurture it. The way you wake up in the morning and feed yourself, you take your bath, you take water, okay? You brush yourself up, all right? You put on some perfumes, all right? That's the same way a business requires attention. And when you don't give it necessary attention, it will die. That's why you see people that start eating money from their business as if their business, the business is not your own. The business is an entity that's supposed to feed you. You must see yourself as a worker in your own business. Pay yourself from the profits of the business. If the business doesn't make profits, you don't get paid. Owe yourself. Owe yourself. The way you are working in your business, if you employ somebody to work for you and the person works that way, would you be happy? You come to your business, you open your office by 10 o'clock. You have sense. No structure, nothing. You operate and function the way you like. You work from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. If they ask you what you did nothing, because you'll be pressing your phone and be chatting and be checking Facebook and be doing many other things and be making phone calls and be eating granite at the office and be talking. Come on. So we've actually misused this, talk about being consistent. So somebody can be walking like a snail and tell you, I am consistent. I am consistent. Let me tell you, you can do that thing for 10 years and the world will leave you behind. Yes, I'm telling you. There is a training I'm going to give us one of the days. How to achieve massive results. There is something we call 4 degrees of action. There are always 4 degrees of action anybody is taking. Anybody you see today, all of us here, we are actually taking an action. The first degree of action, we call it to sit down and watch others flying. There are some people that their action is they will just sit down, do your invitation for where? Apama. They will just sit down there. Unmovable, immovable. Movable, immovable. They will spectate us. They are just sitting down and seeing other people achieving success. 90 days to greeting challenge, people are achieving it. Boom. They are achieving it. 10 people recruited every month. People are achieving it. They are sitting and watching others flying. Is that your action? Because to sit and watch others fly is an action. Because it took you making a decision to do that. The second degree of action is retreat. Somebody that goes out there in the face of challenges, in the face of difficulties, in the face of rejections, they retreat. You have to know that retreating is an action. And it's a decision that you make to retreat. There is nothing you do that doesn't come out of a decision. The only difference is that some people are conscious of their decisions and some people are unconscious of their decisions. But every single action is born out of a decision. Always know that. I was deceived into a lie. There's nothing like deceit there. You made a decision. People can influence you, but the final call to do that thing or not to do is on your head. That's what it means, taking responsibility. If you don't accept it, trust me, your life will keep being like this. The day you accept it, that's the day you start taking charge of your own life. So to retreat in the face of any difficulty is a what? Is an action. That's a degree of action. Now the third degree of action are the people that take normal action. They do normal things. They just come up. They just do things normal, average, So I want to ask us now, before I tell us about the fourth degree of action, I want to ask us now, among these first 3 degrees of action, which one is the worst kind of action to take? Remember the first one. The first one is to sit down and watch others flying. The second one is to retreat in the face of any difficulty. The third one is to just, keep along, do normal things. The person is, they say they are trying. And so I want to know, among these 3 degrees of action I just mentioned now, there is the fourth one. I will leave that one for now. Among these 3, which one is that's the worst kind of action? Can you try? Retreat. Okay. Mr. Daniel said retreating in the face of any difficulty. Okay. I forgot to tell us our rising star mentor, Madam Rdi. Okay. That's secretary at our office. Today is her birthday. All right. So after now, we'll sing happy birthday for her. Okay. All right. So now, which kind of action do you think is the worst? Rdi. Is that normal action? Okay. She said normal action. Mr. Daniel said to retreat. Mr. David, which one is the worst kind of among those 3? Sit and watch others flying. That's speculation. They are just speculating. Spectators. All right. Then the next one is retreating in the face of difficulty. And the next one is what? Normal action. Okay. Rahab said normal action. Mr. Daniel said retreating. And then Mr. David said spectators, people that sit down and watch others flying. Let me just take a census here. Okay. Send me a message on the WhatsApp. Let me know which one. Number 1 is to spectators. Number 2 is to retreat. And number 3 is taking normal action. Okay. Send me on the chat, not on WhatsApp, please. Not on WhatsApp. Send me on the chat here. Okay, in that degree, 1, 2, 3. Number 1 is to be a spectator, to sit and watch others flying. Number 2 is retreating in the face of any difficulty. And number 3 is taking normal action. Okay, so I want us to tell me which one is the worst kind of action. Okay, I can see so many. Number 1, number 2. Okay, I can see number 3. Mr. Tobechuku said number 3. Mr. Dennis said number 3. Okay, I can see so many. Number 1, number 2. Okay, let me can see number 1, number 2. Okay, I can see so many 1s and 2s. All right, please keep sending in your participate. Learn to participate in trainings. If you are here in the Millionaire School, learn to participate in training. Learn to, when you participate, you are engaging your mind. You are opening up your heart to learn better. Learn to participate. Don't get scared. Nobody will flog you if you didn't get it right. Nobody will flog you. We are here all to learn. What I'm teaching you today, I learned it from a book I purchased. I imported the book. Most of my books that I buy, I have to import them. Yes. Okay. I'm going to tell you where I studied the book, where I got it from. So maybe you can import that book too. Okay. I can see being a spectator, retreat in the face of challenges. Elizabeth said number 1. Okay. Now, so I can continue quickly with the meeting. Listen. The worst kind of action to ever take in your life is normal and average action. See, let me tell you, show me a man that sits down and flying. So sit down and watch others flying. The person needs more to be inspired. Trust me. Maybe the person haven't seen what will inspire. Maybe things haven't happened to the person. See, all of you, see some people, there are some persons you will meet, they will tell you, I'm not called to do business. So, I beg, I'm not an entrepreneur. Wait until they lose their job and they have 5 children. They have school fees to pay. They will go start a business. They will be begging for money to start a business. Say before, they said they can't do business. No, I'm not going to do business. You will see them lose their job. And they have 5 children, 5 kids to feed. You will turn to become a business warrior. How many of you have seen such persons before? Let me see wave your hand. Or by the time the government held their salary, owes them for about 1 year, 12 months, hunger, you will see them doing some hustling. They will start buying clothes and selling. They can't do business before, but they are not buying clothes and they are selling. You will see those women that tell you, no, I don't have time. Oh. They are still going to work, but they will start buying jewelries and start selling. They are not doing business. They will start buying some cosmetics, attachments, shoes, bags. Some of them will even go and open a shop. As I beg, we can't trust this government again. Why would they have to wait until they hit rock bottom before starting to think their way to the top? There are people that are like that. See any man that sits down and watch others flying. Nah, let me tell us the truth. Let me tell us the truth. Something never do them before. If something do them, you will see that they will jump out. Something never do them. I would rather choose that person. See the person that retreats in the face of challenges. Maybe the person didn't have enough support. Are you hearing me? He didn't have enough support. No one taught him that, hey, facing challenges and rejections are normal. Maybe no one taught the person that. Maybe no one was there. I'm being in a place, I don't know everybody here. That's the truth. I may not be able to know you in person. That's why I keep talking to my leaders and my partners. Make sure you are connecting and bonding with your people to know when they have problems. There are some people that just family problem that we have. We push them away for like a month or 2 months and they seem so disconnected. That is human life. Let me tell you, such a person can be restored. I've seen myself restore people that left me in the business 2 years ago. Such person can be restored. But see a man that sits under my training, day in, day out. You finish talking, invite 20. The person will invite 1 person. And guess what? And the person feels normal, feels happy that he has tried. That is the worst kind of people to watch, to ever meet. That is where mediocrity reigns. It's in the place of normal action. It's in the place of average that mediocrity reigns. Another word for mediocrity is what? Average. A man that works averagely. Let me tell you, if you are here and you are just working averagely, I'm telling you, you need serious retreat. You must learn to attack things. You must learn to do that. Now, the 4th degree of action is called massive action. Massive action. That is the only discipline that can catapult you from the level, from a life of mediocrity to a life of massive results. That's the only discipline, massive action. Massive action. And in that training, I'm going to tell you how to know when you are taking massive action. Maybe we'll do that training tomorrow, maybe Friday. There are certain things you are doing. When you start seeing it, you will know that you are taking massive action. You can't take massive action and not know that you're taking massive action. I will tell you what it is. The things you see, when you see them, you will know surely you are taking massive action. I will teach us about that tomorrow morning. But just learn these 4 degrees of action. Where are you? Sitting and watching others flying. You cheer. 1, titled man, titled woman. You sit down. Invite people for where? Close on people for where? Follow up for where? Send videos. Watch these videos. Learn it for where? There is no inward hunger to learn. Nowhere. Sitting down, watching others flying. Are you the person that has retreated? You've retreated because you have issues. You have challenges. Family problems. People talking down on you. Are you such a person? Is that your level of action? Or are you the type that sits down and just do normal things? Today, I'm calling on you for massive action. That is what the law of compressed activity is all about. It is better to invite 30 persons in one day than to invite one person every single day for 30 days. The law of compressed activity. The law of compressed activity, from my perspective, is actually what puts you in a place where you can develop your working or your productivity ratio. I'm going to explain that to you in a moment. It helps you to develop your own personal productivity ratio. I will explain that to you. It's when I started taking massive action that I know that if you give me 100 quality persons to teach, that I must have minimum of 10 to 20 of them registering into the business instantly. Give me 50 persons to teach. My ratio is always between, that's called the conversion ratio. My ratio is always between 10% to 20%. Give me 50 persons to teach, and I will have between 5 to 10 of them registering into the business. Give me 20 persons to teach, and I'm going to have minimum between 2 to 5 of them registering. Give me 10 persons to teach, and I'm going to have between 2 to about 4 of them registering to the business. 1 to 4 registering to the business. It is when you apply the law of compressed activity that your productivity ratio can emerge. And Jim Rowe will teach and say, what you can make up in skills, you can make up in numbers. Yes. What you can make up in skills, you can make up in numbers. You may not be like Engineer Nonso that can talk to one person now and the person pays. But trust me, by the time you talk to 100 and you have 5, that means you have 5%. If you talk to 1,000, it means you have 50. If you talk to 10,000, that means you have what? 500. Did you see that? What you can make up in skills, you can make up in numbers. What's your productivity ratio? What's your conversion ratio? So in RDI, there's a project we call, it's Alpha Lion team that are doing it so well now. We call it Project 100. What's Project 100? Project 100 is an activity where you organize a physical seminar focused on inviting and seating 100 persons. And in that structure, in that system, those of you that want to do that, by next week, I will focus so much on people that are going to be running physical seminars. I'm telling you, if you want to do that, we have a structure for that. For example, for you to be able to seat 100 persons in one day, you must be able to gather 1,000 contacts. How do you gather them? We have systems that can enable you. We have different tools, flyers, recommendation slips, questionnaires. You will use it. You can employ people, use it, tell them exactly where to get to. You yourself get involved. Gather 1,000 contacts. We have a text message you will send to them. When you send them those messages, we have a phone call script you will use to call the 1,000. And all these things must happen within 1 week. And when you finish, you will call them to attend a program just one day in a venue, in a specific place. Do that, you will sit 100 persons. And when you sit 100 persons, we have what we call our recommendation slip. Each person that attends the program, you give the person the recommendation slip because there's a way you must deliver the lecture. There's a way we deliver such lecture. We must give a business and personal development value to those of them and then promise them to come the following week and then give them the recommendation slip Because of the value you give to them, they are to recommend 10 persons each. So 100 person attends their program for you, gives you 10 contacts. That gives you additional 1,000 contacts again to add to the ones you have to invite for the following week. So you keep sitting 100 persons every single week, 100 persons every single week. That is how we attack it. We have a structure for that. Those of you that want to start running physical seminars, I'm really preparing some things for you. But okay, let me just give you a piece of an iceberg on that. I'm preparing a special training for people that want to start running physical presentations. I'm going to be having a special training for them. And it is not for everybody. You are not going to attend the training. It can never be for everybody. And everybody that will come for that training must sign an agreement with me. If I bring out my time to teach you and support you, because at the end of those presentations, we'll be supporting them with flyers. Some of them, at least, we can give you some amount of money, okay, maybe to support you because you book for venues, okay? Some of you do radio adverts. I get what I'm saying? I'm going to be in partnership with each and everyone who will sign an agreement. I cannot commit my time to you and you will not take action. I will train and mentor them for straight 2 months. But immediately, from the first week I start training them, they will start holding presentations. Every single week, they must hold it. Every single week, they must hold it. Every single week, they will hold it in a particular venue for 90 days. Every week, they are doing it. Every week, they are doing it. And every week, we are meeting. They will take pictures of the meetings, and they will send it to the WhatsApp group I will create for them. Because I want to recruit an army of people that can take the kind of action that I took, that got me to a place where, how do you think I earned 15 million naira in 6 months? How do you think so? What exactly goes on in your mind when you hear me talk about earning 15 million naira? I had a structure and a system that allowed me to function every week, every day. I was running seminars Monday to Saturday, sometimes Monday to Sunday, for straight 5 to 6 months. People will gather, they will invite your persons. I will make phone calls. I will go on radio. I kept doing it. That is how I broke the genes of making money in millions in the business. That's what it takes. So I'm still working some things out. When I'm done, I will release it. And all of you here that wants to be part of it, you will fill the forms, sign the agreements with me, okay? And then we get started. Even before I even get started, I will tell you the things you must do first before I even get started. Make inquiries of radios, the flyers, how to share it, the venues. You must book it. Immediately I start training you, you will start immediately. No darling. There is nothing like, let me finish learning. You don't need to finish. You saw, I'm paying him salary. Guess what? It's my PA. But he knew that was his primary task. He's a smart guy. He doesn't need to wait till 3 months to master. He needs to master it so that he can start bringing value to me. Guys, and some of you, you are waiting until you are 6 months old for you to learn how to do presentation. The law of compressed activity. You can apply this law in everything you are doing. You can apply this law in your skill when it comes to skill acquisition. Are you hearing me? Acquiring a particular skill, presenting skill, closing skill, attacking it with massive action. That is the law of compressed activity. Instead of sitting down watching one video every day, that's how I learn. I put myself in a place, in a cage, and I get down, I sit down, and I watch those videos for straight 10 hours, saturate my head, my mind, and my spirit with every single information being dished out in that video. That's how I got to where I am. Not playing one video every day. What is one video every day? When you can play 10, the law of compressed activity. You can apply it in everything. You can apply it in prospecting. You can apply it in inviting. You can apply it in presenting. Why would I have to sit down talking to people one? That is the energy you will take talking to people one. The same energy you will use in talking to 100 persons at once. Why don't you? And guess what? There is something about the crowd. There's something about crowd. When you're talking to 100 persons, they will feel, oh, this is something massive. Oh, it's something big. It's something big. Something big is happening. Everybody is doing it. Oh. The same time, the same energy. Why don't you just think on blowing what you are doing up? Say no to a life of average. Say no to a normal life. Say normal life. Normal is a very bad thing. That is why I have a popular saying, I have tried is the new language of mediocres. I have tried my best. So if you see anybody that tell you, I have tried, I tried, they have given up. They have settled for a life of mediocrity. They've settled. Anything can come, anything can go. Don't ever use the word I have tried. You don't use that word I have tried. Live to say I made it. I've tried is the language of mediocres. What do you mean of I have tried? You have tried what? You haven't tried well. You haven't done your best. If you still have life in your lungs, that's mean there's still something more to do. There is still something more to do. Find that thing and do it. That is it. Live to say I made it. Don't live to talk and say I tried. I tried for what? Live to say what? I made it. I made it happen. I achieved this. I achieved this. Our 90 days recruiting challenge still stands. Our 90 days recruiting challenge is a system that allows you to recruit 30 persons in 90 days. Your first 90 days in this business, you are expected to recruit 30 persons. How many of you have taught this over and over again? How many of you have this thing stamped in your mind? Don't forget, when you don't have it as a goal, when you don't have it as a predominant thought, your life will move in that direction. Our life will always be propelled and moved in the direction of our predominant thoughts. What occupies your mind predominantly is where your life is propelled on. That's the direction that your life will be propelled on. If your mind is have something else, occupying it predominantly, that's the direction your life will keep tending and keep moving towards to. But when you have your goals, have it in your mind, think about it, go out with it every day, dream about it, think about it. When you do this day in, day out, your life will keep moving in that direction. I remember I taught us before how opportunities come about. And I taught us and I said, opportunities, don't forget, is simply pieces of our dreams or our goals identified in our environment. When you don't have a goal in your mind, planted in your mind, when you walk down the street, opportunities will be there, but you can't see it. Opportunities to help you make that goal actualized. It will be there, but you won't see it because you don't have your goal printed in your mind. You're walking through life, no direction, no focus, no goal. That's how to get to the age of 60, 70. And you'll be wondering what happened to you. What quality of life do you want to give to your family? I'm being crazy now. I know I'm 36. Jesus. When I remember that, I said, come on. Very soon, my first son will finish school, and then the guy will want to enter college. And now the guy has to study abroad. And when I did the calculation in Naira, how much it will cost to train that guy abroad, and the siblings abroad, my brothers, my sisters, let me tell us the truth. I just made up my mind that it is, for me, the easiest way. I know what I mean the easiest, at least between now and the next 8 years and 9 years, you'll be ready, is to make sure that I'm earning serious money in dollars. I took serious my dollar earning ability. Because all this, my 2 million naira, 3 million naira, no go take me anywhere. When in a semester you are paying about 15 million naira, maybe studying in UK, yeah? In a year, you go spend like 25 million naira. Where you get the money? You see all these 2 million, 3 million naira making in a month, 4 million making in a month. Now you go use to trade one person, you have spent almost 25 million naira in a year. And you will stay there for 3 years. That's what's in 5 million. Because I'm not sending them there to go there and be doing some menial jobs and no. They will study. When they grow and they mature, they can take on some part-time jobs there. But I should be able to give them. I have to wake up and start thinking deeply. How do I increase my dollar earning ability? Because I need that money in dollars. I earn some money in dollars comfortably. Yes, $1,000, $2,000, sometimes $3,000 every month. I have found out that I need to take it up to the place where I can earn $15,000, $20,000 in a month. I don't mean naira. I don't mean my naira businesses. I'm talking about dollars. Do you know why I'm saying this to you? Immediately I started doing that, researching on that, opportunities started coming up. You must understand how opportunity happens to you. Opportunities comes to those that have a goal. Opportunities is like a support that the universe, okay, for those of you, okay, that believe in God, that God is sending your way to help make that your goal actualize. When you don't have a goal, nothing will happen. The plan of the man, the plan of the heart belongs to the man. That is the scriptures. That is even the Bible. How many of you have seen it in the Bible before? It should be in the book of Proverbs. I will tell you, the plan of the heart belongs to the man. Stop with it. God cannot plan your life for you. God cannot plan having a seminar in this business every week for you. God will not plan it for you. God will not plan it for you. You are the one that will plan it. And guess what? The quality of the plans you have or the size of the plans you have will determine the kind of result you have. Stretch yourself, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. So by next week, I'm going to be bringing out that form. People that want to learn to do presentation. You will learn to organize seminars, physical seminars, workshops, conferences, and events. I get what I'm saying. The exceptional ones, once in a while, I'll come and visit you. You host me. The reason why I stopped traveling is because I told myself I will never again again attend a seminar of somebody that have not started training or teaching himself. I will not do it. I will not. It's a waste. So those of you that will start doing so well, okay, I will start attending your programs. Some of your programs, you put my pictures there, and then I'll give you dates, and I will come for your programs because I know. And you must be someone that can sit 50, 100, 200 persons. You must start organizing those seminars yourself, delivering value, signing up people consistently, 3, 4, 5 times. Then I can trust that if you invite me, I will not come there to be doing where 2 or 3 are gathered. How can you invite me and I'm coming to do where 2 or 3 are gathered in this name? We are supposed to having a crusade. You are inviting me to come and do where 2 or 3 family meeting. How can you invite me for a family meeting? If you invite me for any event, I will tell you the number of people that I will be. If you don't see that number, you pay for my flight, you pay for my transport, and pay for my hotel. Yes, so you pay for my time. You can't pull me out from where I am and come and give me 2 or 3 people. I call them. I call them. They said they were coming. They said they were coming. They said they were coming. I don't know why they did not come. Me, you're telling such story. Just prepare. I will give you the bill. You pay the bill straight. You pay the bill. You are paying for it. So to avoid such stories, if you think what I'm saying is a joke, go ask people like Mr. Tobechukwu. You don't bring me to Kaduna to come and do where 2 or 3 are gathered. You don't try it. Ask people like Mr. Augusta. You don't try it. You don't try it. So I am going to be working with you. You will start organizing such seminars, and I will see you consistent with it. This one is not come and tell me you start 200 people. You will show me a picture. You will show me a video clip. You will get someone to video you where you are doing the presentation yourself. You will video yourself. You will record yourself. Send me the recording. Ask Mr. Toby. I do it. So when I mentor you, that's how I mentor people. You will record yourself and send it to me, and I will listen to your presentation. When I finish listening to it, I will correct you. Where is Madam Ugoke Chinonya? She did it. Chinonya, do you remember recording yourself? Where is she? Where is Chinonya?
I am here, sir.
Do you remember recording yourself?
Yes, sir.
That's how I mentor. Do you know Chinonya? I've never seen her face to face. Chinonya, have you not started doing presentation now?
I have started.
Good. I want you to make sure you are in that training. Special training I'm going to be doing. All right. Once I bring out the form, register for it, and then so you can be in that group of people I'll be mentoring for the next level. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So when I mentor you, you will record yourself and send me the recording. Because I'm not there to know what you're talking. So do you know I finished talking and nobody registered? And I sat 100 people. It must be in the way you talked or you invited beggars. It's not, see, it's only 2. There are 2 ways. You can't be gathered beggars on the street and go because they are easier to invite. They are easier to invite. Just tell them, come with your friends, come with your friend, come with your friend. Come. I mean, they're not. They do it a lot too. Somebody in a nutshell, you send a message to somebody and they will send it to all their kindred. But the one that is hearing English and they will not gonna tell you no English, no English, no English. Batruchi. I mean, is it about Batruchi? I came to Gombe State one time. They sat me 120. You that thing. 120. I was talking, they were looking at me. Hey, I was talking, they were looking at me. Say hello for where? Hello for where? It was in Gombe. It was last year. I know what I'm saying. Last year, December. People didn't follow me. When I was here. Yeah, it was Madam Amarachi. 120. Hello for where? You know, go here, hi. He just don't dump me, bros. You are all alone here. I had to rush the training. And I saw the leaders and I told them, if this thing happen again, me and you people will go. Yeah, Gombe State that I lived in. I lived in Gombe State. Don't tell me that Gombe doesn't have enlightened people. Very highly enlightened people. Businesses and so you didn't see hospitals. You didn't see government offices. You didn't see all the companies that are in different local. You didn't see the companies to go and invite people from. You went to the market and went to all those Amajiri joints and be inviting people that don't have money there. People that, in fact, they came and thought that we had to share money to them. What kind of insult is that? So there are two things that will make you, if you sit 100 persons and you finish talking and they didn't register, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what I will check. I will check to know the questions they asked you. If you finish talking, they are not asking you any question at all. Hey, what are they? I just knew you gathered people. Now watch, when you gather intelligent people and you didn't talk well, watch what will happen. The kind of questions they'll be asking you will show that they are enlightened because they want to know, so they need you to explain more, even though you weren't talking well. That's how. So from their questions, I will know. That's why when I mentor you, you will record yourself and send me the video every single week. So those of you that, I know I'm saying this now so that when I send that form out, don't be too quick because I will call you on phone. I'm going to have a long conversation. Don't enter this training and disrespect yourself. If you enter that training, get ready to be running seminar every week. Oh. So you will get me a venue you'll be using for straight 90 days. Every week you must hold that big seminar. Every single week you must hold it. No turning back. You will do it week in, week out for 90 days. So those of you that are interested in that, just get ready. By next week, I will give us the breakdown on that. Let me tell you, you think I'm ending this year with few number of millionaires? God forbid. It will not happen to me. I'm ending this year in a grand style. I'm ending this year mega. I'm ending this year creating more millionaires than I've ever created in my whole life. Yes. But Sabasi says, where 2 or 3 gather, God will be there to bring more increase. Okay, now, thank God, I'm not God now. That's the thing, I'm not God now. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name. This one is where 2 are gathered in the name of Mr. Nonso, coming to do the presentation. This one is not me. This one is not God. It's not God. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in the Lord's name, he is there in their midst. Abi? Good. This one, where 2 or 3 are gathered in the name of Nonso, because you are telling them the director is coming, and you want me to be there in your midst. Let me tell you, I am not there in your midst. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am not in their midst. I am not in your midst. God is with you. Nonso, I'm not with you. You're holding an event, 2 or 3 are gathered. God is with you. Me, I am not there. I'm waiting until you start gathering 100, 200, 300. That is what I want. So let's get ready for that. Let's get ready for that. I must create so many millionaires. I want to show you that thing I did. You can't run seminars, sitting 50 people every week for 90 days and not hit over 1 million. Although possible, it's practically impossible. I wish I have Mr. Tobechukwu here to testify to that. It is not possible. I want to break that jinx. That shackles and whatever fear that is holding you from holding seminar. Do you know? Look at our ages here. Barrister Basi, Pastor Joseph, Mr. Popola, Madam Bosede, Madam Makandrola Murayo, Mr. Eric, look at our quality. Look at the quality of persons we are. Dr. Robiton, Mr. Churchill, Sardenix, Madam Olushola Olatunde, look at the quality of persons we are. Ugo Kitchen on your powerful lady. Look at Mama Kiyinde, look at the powerful persons we are. And then you also son Asa. Madam Elizabeth, look at the quality of people that we have. Mr. Ayeni Olajide. Come on. Come on. Do you know what it means? You now stand on the stage to deliver a lecture. You introduce yourself. When you're done introducing yourself, you come up like this to deliver lecture. Oh my, that's why when I come up on stage to deliver a lecture, when I'm done introducing myself, I mesmerize your head. People looking at you alone, they bought into you. Before people buy your product, they must buy into the person that's offering the product. I'm telling you. And we are using that personality for one-on-one. See, it all starts with one-on-one. Keep doing your one-on-one. But I'm saying that, hey, listen carefully. Our one-on-one, we're entering another phase. Our next, remember our 90 days challenge, we started on the 8th of August, 8th of June, 8th of June, 8th of July was 1 month, 8th of July, 8th of August was 2 months. Now 8th of September will make it the 3 months, okay? Now we started this project. Now I'm starting another 90 days recruiting challenge from the 9th of September, all right? Now I'm going to have the basic 90 days challenge, and I'm going to have the what? The advanced 90 days challenge. The advanced 90 days challenge is for people that will be running mega seminars. So I'll be running the 2 90 days challenge together. People that are still doing their one-on-one, 2 or 3 are gathered, home cell meetings. It's okay. It's okay. But there are some of you here that want to explode into running mega seminars every week. We will get there. I will give you promotions. I will give you. Do you know that there are some persons, by the time I tell you, recruit me 10 persons in a month, I'll give you a projector, brand new projector. Or even is a direct version, the one I want to give mostly. I get and I send to you. You do another 10, 15 the following month. I give you a sound system so that I can equip you. So you will stop spending money hiring those equipments. There are some persons in Jos. They want my laptop. They want my projector. They want my sound system. And they still want my cash prizes. I'm ready to do it for you. But it must be ready to work. So I want us to apply this law of compressed activity in every area of your life. Which normal action in your learning, which learning normal, become abnormal in your learning. Take it to the next level. Learn massively. Learn massively. Some of you, even ordinary book, my first year network marketing, you've not been finished from chapters, introduction to chapters 1 to 5. You are still reading it for the next 1 week. You are still reading it for 1 month. Hi, Jesus Christ. So apply that law of compressed activity in everything, in learning, in practice, and in all things. Where is Madam Rehab? All right, so let's sing happy birthday song to Madam Rehab. Madam Rehab is our admin here at Just office. Okay, so no, you can sit down. Don't worry, you can sit down. Okay, that's Madam Rehab. She's a rising star mentor in our business. Okay, that's Mr. Daniel, and then Ross, come close now. And then that's Mr. David, okay? One of the partners, all right? So I want us to sing a happy birthday song and say happy birthday to Madam Rehab, all right? So who is going to lead the chair? Me, I don't know how to do those things. So who is going to lead the chair? All right, so okay, let's say happy birthday to Madam Rehab, okay? Where's my this thing? Okay, let's unmute ourselves. Let's say happy birthday to Madam Rehab.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Are we not going to sing?
So let's sing the happy birthday song to her. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Many more years to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
They are the people that make things easier for me here in the office. All of you will not understand. Okay. Okay. She and then Mr. Daniel, they make my work here in the North very, very interesting. Okay. It has been awesome having them as workers working with me here at Just Office. All right. So let's play this video over and over again and make sure we apply our hearts to what we are learning. All right. Good. So bye-bye. Do have a lovely day. Don't forget, you're inviting people for 8 p.m. meeting today. Enjoy your day.